Shalom. I'd like to begin first and foremost by saying Barakatah, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rukah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well. Salutations to the sincere Akiyam, pushing this truth in all due diligence and sincerity. My name is Awar Allah, coming at you with another sit down on the move, man. Just pretty much on the financial situation here in the UK for the country. At the end of the day, we are, every day that we progress within the society, we are one step closer to the RFID chip, man. Revelations 13 to 16, man, the mark of the beast. Undeniable. And if you are trying to claim that the RFID microchip is not the mark of the beast and it's an embargo or anything other than what it literally is, which is that C-hip, you are a sellout, man. Straight up and down. It is undeniable. The RFID microchip that Esau Edom is going to push out here is the mark of the beast, and by it you'll be able to trade, you'll be able to make purchases, and on top of that as well, also pretty much just manage your day-to-day logistics overall. It will include things like your driving license, your passport, all of that type of ID. You're not going to have physical cards, you know, like a medical card, ambulance, a passport when you're traveling, a driving license when the police pull you over and want to check your credentials. It's all going to be in your hand, man, your right hand, left hand, or your forehead, if you choose to take that mark, man. You know, like right now I've started my vehicle with a key. In that time, hey, smart cars are going to be a real thing. People will just walk in there, same way that soldiers now can have guns programmed to them and their DNA, which won't fire unless the right individual holds it. You're going to have situations where people are going to literally be starting their cars up with the chip, man, with their own specific chip. So, you know, they're going to use that whole agenda of car thefts and like, you know, scanning and cloning of keys as a reason why the chip has to be more secure. Ultimately, everything I've said alludes to they're going to push it through convenience. They're going to basically push this RFID microchip through convenience. The currency's failing, the economy's fucked, but you know what? You want to get a debt reset, you want to be able to get with the new way of living, just take this chip, man. That's essentially what it's going to come down to, man. Are you down to take the chip or not? And if you are down to take that chip, then you become an enemy to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and ultimately Revelations 14 is your destiny, man. That nuclear fire. Yeah, if you choose not to take that chip, you become an enemy to the state, man, but a friend to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. And that's the right way to go. Let's put it like that. No brainer, the right way to go, because ultimately there is no winning with Esau Edom, man. Even if you choose to take that chip and sell out, Esau Edom is still gonna exterminate Jake, man. They still don't look at Israel like like you belong. And why the fuck would you want to exist in a kingdom like this anyway, if not for the sake of pushing the truth, knowing what we got coming to us on the other side, man? The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai and his son are gonna bless us immensely. Now, here in the UK, another pointer that shows clear cut without a shadow of doubt that the chip is on its way, and that is the RFID microchip, is digital driving licenses are going to be launched, not trialed, launched, according to the .gov.uk website. The official government website is saying that the UK is going to launch digital driving licenses. Do you know what that means? That means you will no longer have to physically carry your driving license as a card. You want to change your address? The same way you can log into an app and just, you know, use your biometrics and change your address for your bank. You can do that on your with a DVLA by the print of a finger. A police officer asks to see your driving license. He can take your phone, go on to whatever said app that they've got, and ultimately access your details through that. Like, everything is going digital, man. You know, even in the west coast of Africa, they got digital services. Even in Jamaica, man. Jamaica was one of the first countries to come up with an alternative currency. What was those? A central bank digital currency, a CBDC. Jamaica, Jamdex. Look at that. Which shows you, like the scripture says, it is going to be a global agenda, man. It says literally, man, all, great and small, free and bond, rich and poor, everyone is going to be affected by this, man. And everyone's going to have to make that decision. because they're gonna roll out the digital driving license. Now, you know, you can comply to a point in that, like, you know, if they roll out the digital driving license, it's not the chip. So can you have the digital driving license and still move around? Yes, but yeah, when it gets to the point where they say, yeah, we're scrapping this digital driving license, and it could, or they might still have it, but let's just say, hypothetically speaking as a man, they say, yeah, you know, we're going to scrap the digital driving license, and the next stage of this progression, which naturally is the case, is we're just going to embed that into the microchip. So not only will you be able to do transactions in your banking, you'll also have your driving license credentials on there. At that point, do you get down with that? Hell no. No, nothing should pierce your skin, man. Ultimately, during the time of our fathers, when you had a Hebrew servant, yeah, in your household, if that servant, after he'd worked his servitude and was technically allowed to go free, turned around and said, I love my master and I'd rather stay in your house, then you would take an awl, like a physical awl, and essentially just pierce their ear with it. Like, it's in the scriptures, man. In the Torah, you will literally take the awl and pierce their ear through, and it would be a sign of their perpetual servitude to you. Yeah. Esau Edom's RFID chip that he wants to put in your flesh is nothing much more than a digital awl, man. It is a blood pact between you and Esau Edom, man. It's deep, real deep, man. Nothing should penetrate the skin. The scriptures even tells you about markings on the flesh, which ultimately goes into tattoos. But, you know, hey, man, getting any sort of needle imprint, yeah, and putting any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Man-made is but there's the actual word for it. But basically, putting in a man-made solution into your body, man, via injections is off, man. 110%. And that's why the apostles are pushing hard, man, to warn Jake, telling you not to take it, man. A lot of these other camps out here are just out here lollygagging. But hey, the true prophets of the Lord, the true prophets of Yahweh are going to be known. And trust me, we know the apostles are the true men of the Lord by their fruits, man. Because look at the camps, man. Look at the growth, yeah, that brothers are on. Look at the growth of the camps themselves. What you got to understand is that this is not a game. If you take that chip, man, the Lord is going to destroy you. There ain't no coming back from that. There is no put the chip in your hand and take it out. None of that shit. You make a pact with Esau Edom, you make the conscious decision, because ultimately it's going to come down to your decision. Yeah, it's going to come down to you using your own scruples and making the decision whether you're going to take that or not. And if you decide that you're going to take that RFID C hit, man, there ain't no coming back from that, man. That is blasphemy, man. That's a form of blasphemy. And ultimately, like, your destiny will then be to just literally bathe in the liquor fire. So what am I getting at? Even if Esau Edom threatens you with death, take that over the chip, because at least then you'll be able to come back with your Yahweh riding on these devils, man. But and I sincerely mean it, man. Ultimately, do anything you can to avoid that shit, man. Absolutely anything you can to avoid having to get down with that shit, because the judgment is heavy, man. Real fucking heavy. The judgment that the Lord is going to bring, man, I don't want to be on the wrong side of that. Ezekiel the 2nd chapter and Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, through those scriptures, round about the 7th verse in each of them, we're warned first and foremost, and then we're told to go out as watchmen of Yahweh and warn you, Jake, men, women, and children. Well, guess what? The Lord also then set the precedence, and he said, listen, he set the precedent to Ezekiel and ultimately the other prophets and through Ezekiel, and said, listen, the house of Israel won't hearken unto you, because they won't even hearken unto me. They're impudent and hard-headed. The Lord even went as far as to say that if he was to send a prophet to a group of heathen that didn't even understand the language, they would still take heed and be more concerned about what the prophet was saying than Jacob. But that's because our people are stupid, man. Naturally sottish and dumb, like literally, man, like donkeys, stubborn as fuck. You gotta literally force Jake to get down with this truth. You gotta force Jake to learn, man. You gotta force Jake to to really and truly let go of this world. But I'm telling you, we are being prepared to literally let go of absolutely everything, man. When that chip comes out, say goodbye to normality, man. Being able to just go into your local Tesco or, you know, your local bar and just paying for stuff with cash if you want to. Even the places that don't take cash no more, just taking your bank card out, like, oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, all of that's going out the window, man. And we're here to warn you of that so you can get your mind right. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Are we going to be on earth when Esau Edom makes the switcheroo? Yes, we're going to still be here. The prophets are going to be here. Are we going to have to endure some hell? Hey, yeah, but guess what? The difference between us and the majority of these people and the two and the heathen is that the Lord is going to be with us. That's why it's written that the Lord's servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry, man. The Lord's servants shall rejoice; they shall rejoice, but ye shall mourn, man. You know, because ultimately speaking, you people out here, man, including 2/3 of you, Jake, are not taking the Lord seriously, man. But when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, pursuant to Ezekiel the 33rd chapter and the 33rd verse, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. This is not a game. Yeah, we are about to see a major change in the way that economics works. The UK economy is crashing. Yeah, they're making it seem like it's accidental and it's just the Keir Starmer and his Chancellor just out there trying their best, but unfortunately it just ain't working. Everything they do, raising employers' national insurance and you know, the previous cuts that the government before them instituted and all of that ain't working. 15 years and they haven't been able to find a solution, but they're really trying, you know. And on the other side of it, some people think that they're just incompetent and unable to rule. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It is controlled demolition. Whether it be David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak, and now Keir Starmer, in that order, any one of them, whether it be any one of these individuals, they know exactly what's needed to fix this economy, man. You mean to tell me in the UK you've got institutions like the Bank of England, the Office of National Statistics, the Office of Budget Responsibility, the Treasury that the government has, all of these different financial institutions and more, and they still, after 15 years of trying, 15 new attempts every single year, if you want to use this calendar system that Esau has, the government finances restart in March, April, according to government tax years. You mean to tell me they've had 15 attempts and they still can't get it right? No, man. It is a controlled demolition. These people are purposely destroying the economy so that they can give you the only ultimatum to fix it, which is the chip. You know, hence, but you people have the illusion of choice of, oh, I can vote Labour and Conservative or the new party that's coming up under that Edomite reform, or, oh, you know, I can be a Democrat or a Republican. Trump's gonna save America. All of these frontmen and women, yeah, that you've got in front of you are literally, man, leading you people down the path of destruction. And ultimately, the heathen ain't meant to be saved anyway. But you, Jake, man, you trust in the shadow of Egypt, man, as it's written in the book of Isaiah. You literally believe that this place is going to be your salvation. You think that eventually you're going to elect a heathen, even though the scripture tells you that ultimately you shall have no heathen ruling and king over you, yeah, except the one that the Lord shall choose out of thy own brethren. You think that you're going to go through Esau Edom's democratic process and elect a leader that's going to save you. That's the problem with you niggas, because you're looking to Esau Edom before you look to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Hence why when those digital driving licenses come, although, yeah, you know, it shows you that we're clearly going towards the chip and you're not going to get destroyed for having a digital driving license on your phone, you're going to jump on it. When the CBDCs, if they get rolled out properly, because it's gone real quiet, come out, you're going to jump on it. When the chip itself comes out, a lot of you, Jake, are going to jump right on it, man. You're going to be down with it. Why? Because you trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. You trust in Esau Edom and his establishment more than you do Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. When disasters happen, when illness strikes, when financial pressures, family issues strike, You know, Jacob looking for Esau to resolve things, to use his crafty medicines to heal, to provide aid, comfort, when in all actuality, all healing comes from Yahweh Bashmi Hawashai. Esau can give you as many surgeries as you want, but if the Lord ain't with your healing process, it ain't gonna happen, man. You know, you can take herbs. If the Lord don't want you healed, it ain't happening. A lot of you, Jake, don't take the Most High serious enough, man. You think that he's a power that you can just literally just have on the sidelines. A lot of you don't even know his name. Hence why when the time for judgment occurs, man, the Lord is really, really, really going to fuck you niggas up, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, Ezekiel 9:4 is a real thing. Women are gonna be getting it. Pretty bitches, children, elderly, man. The Lord is bringing serious judgment, man. And I'm telling you, if you're not prepared for what's coming, if you're not prepared for this rollout of the RFID Microchip that Esau Edom is going to forcefully bring as the only way to make payments and transact, you are in for a major surprise, man. You are in for a major surprise. Matthew 25 talks about the wise and the unwise virgins, man. Be a wise virgin. Yes, you're gonna still have to go through some trials and tribulations. The time of Jacob's trouble is gonna be a real thing, but you'd rather go through it prepared and knowing that the Lord is with you and that you've done all to stand, man, by that point, than to have doubt, man. Have faith, man. Be a doubt eliminator, and know that it's the Most High's chip at the end of the day, but He will test you with it through Esau. Yeah, so do what you gotta do and let every man be fully persuaded in their own mind. I feel like the point has been made, but heavy times are coming.